Hello everyone. This video is in continuation to our videos on Animal Kingdom. We have discussed about amphibians in our last video. We have discussed about main characteristics. In this video, we'll talk about examples. I'm taking 4 examples here: frog, toad, salamander and ichthyophausis. So we'll talk about all the 4 one by one. And we'll specifically be talking about the characters which are specifically possessed by them. Fine. So we'll start with our first organism or example, that is frog, which is also known as Rana tigrina. This is its zoological name, Rana tigrina. Talking about frog, the first important feature which it has is that the skin is moist and glandular. That means it has to have that moist skin for cutaneous respiration, and it is glandular. It has glands present in it so that they keep the skin moist. Then it shows sexual dimorphism. What is sexual dimorphism? That the females and males can be identified by observing their external features. That is sexual dimorphisms. You can easily identify between males and females, so they show sexual dimorphisms. Males, they have vocal cords and nuptial pads present in it. Males have vocal cords. You must have heard those sounds in the breeding season, in the monsoons actually. If you go to villages and all, the sounds are there. Males have vocal cords and males have nuptial pads. I'll tell you where are they present. So they have vocal cords and nuptial pads both present. Now they show sexual dimorphism. I have discussed about the traits which are shown by the males. Then talking about the next characteristic feature of the frog or Rana tigrina, that is they have forelimbs and hind limbs. They have 2 forelimbs, that means the kind of arms, and they have 2 hind limbs. Now they have 2 forelimbs, 2 hind limbs, and these 2 forelimbs I'm talking specifically about, they have 4 digits. 4 digits. That means kind of fingers, you can say. If I make the diagram, if I would make the diagram here, so they have these 1, 2, 3 and 4 digits. It's quite very thick. So they have 4 digits, and I told you they have nuptial pads. So they have these nuptial pads here just for clasping the female while the process of fertilization, or you can say sexual reproduction is taking place. And they have these webs present here. The feet are webbed. Fine. So now what did we discuss? That they have 2 forelimbs, 2 hind limbs. Forelimbs, they have 4 digits, 4 fingers, and they have these, I'll write, nuptial pads present for clasping the female, and it is webbed, and it is also webbed. They have webs present in the feet. Moving to the hind limbs, 2 hind limbs, but these 2 hind limbs, they have 5 digits each. 5 digits each. And if I make the structure, so they have this 1, 5. Fine. And obviously it is also webbed. This is also webbed. So their forelimbs, they have 4 digits, and hind limbs, they have 5 digits. They are webbed, and the forelimbs, they have nuptial pads present in them. So this is a feature of Rana tigrina. Then we have another feature saying that this frog, it is a diurnal. That is That means can live in night and day also. They can, they are active during night and day as well. So they are diurnal, day and night both. And they are carnivores. They are carnivores. They have a cloaca, a common opening or an opening for urine as well as feces, because they secrete out or excrete out semi-solid waste. So they have a cloaca present in it. So these are certain features of frog or Rana tigrina. Next we are going to talk about toad. Fine, which is also known as bufo. So when we talk about toad, we have discussed that their skin is moist and glandular, but it also resembles toad. देखने में frog जैसा ही है, but its skin is dry, warty, has wart-like structures and non-glandular, no glands, because the skin is dry. Fine. So the skin is dry, it has a warty, horny structure, and it does not have any glands present in the skin to keep it moist. Then we have, it is nocturnal and carnivore. Nocturnal means that it basically becomes active during night. So that's why it's known as nocturnal. The glands which are present here, the skin is without glands, but it has special glands. I'll write it here. I need to have this space here. Okay, so the glands or special glands are present below or beneath tympanum, and these glands are known as parotid glands. Parotid glands. And what do they do? They secrete, these parotid glands, they secrete bufotoxin, and it is a kind of defense mechanism. Fine. So these are glands which are present in bufo or toad, and these parotid glands present behind the tympanum, it produces bufotoxin, which is a kind of defense mechanism which is produced as and when it is, it is in a danger. Now talking about the limbs or the digits. Digits, same arrangement is there, but the digits are horny, or they have this pointed structure. If suppose this is a digit, it will have this pointed structure. I'll not say nail, but yes, it has this pointed structure here. So the digits are pointed and without web. Fine. So these are the characteristic features of toad. Moving on to Ichthyophysis, I have written it, so I'll discuss it. It is limbless. This is a limbless amphibian. Does not have limbs, just a eel-like, snail-like structure. Ichthyophysis. It is limbless, and the females, they take care of the eggs. Females take care of eggs, or you can say the females, they take care or show paternal traits, parental care, sorry. Then we have our next example, salamander. I'll write it here. Salamander. Now salamander, as I have discussed it as an exception in our previous video also, when we were talking about the examples, this salamander, it basically remains in water, and it is a monotelic, a very important feature. Otherwise all the amphibians, they are urotelic, but salamander is a monotelic. Then it does not show tadpole larva, it has axolotl larva. Axolotl larva is produced by salamander, and it is a monotelic. Basically it is found in water. One very important feature, I'll write it with a different color. They show neoteny. Very, very important. What is it? Neoteny is a feature in which the larva, it possesses all the sexual traits, or the larva is sexually active and can perform reproduction to produce the new organism. So the larval stage is sexually active. This condition is known as neoteny or pedogenesis. Both the terms are same. Neoteny or pedogenesis is when the larva has the sex organs present in it and is capable to undergo reproduction and can produce the new organism, which is shown by salamander. So we have discussed frog ke characters, we have discussed toad, we have discussed ichthyophausis and salamander. In our next video, we'll start with our next phylum, that's reptiles. We'll talk about their characteristic features and then we'll talk about their examples. Thank you. Keep liking, sharing, subscribing.